Hello, everybody. Gage says it's empty. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Today we're going to continue our series on the New Holland Dragon's Milk Reserve. This particular one is Bourbon Barrel Stout Reserve with toasted chilies. And right on the back here it's got vintage 2015, and written in yellow right here on the bottom of the neck it says bottled on October the 5th of 2015. And this is an 11%er here, guys. So it should keep. I mean, this should keep for many years, guys, if you sell it correctly. I don't know if the chilies will fade over time, but being a bourbon barrel stout, just an 11% on top of that, there's no reason other than the chilies may fade, it not keeping 5 or 10 years or even longer. But I don't know if the chilies will fade if you try to sell her, that long. So, never tried to sell her a chili beer that long and see what happens. So, but this was sent to me by Robbie, just like the other ones. But we got one more in there. We're going to try to get to tomorrow. But it's a little bit bigger. It's a 14%er. So the other two have been pretty damn tasty, and I expect no different from this one. I expect it to be a very tasty beer. And it should have, let me read the commercial description on this one, guys. It says, this beer, aged with chili de arbol peppers in the barrels, is one of a series of innovative specialties to sneak out of our Dragon's Milk cellar. The earthy pepper character mingles with the dark roasted tones of the Dragon's Milk as the spice slowly warms your palate, pleasantly contrasting the deep malt character. Pairings: red meat, smoked foods, balsamic, rich cheese, and dark chocolate. And that's in the commercial description before we even get over to the food pairings. So this gives you a couple more suggestions there as far as what you can have with it. And over to the food pairings, of course, it's going to be your typical stouts. The cheese and buttery brie Gouda Havarti Swiss. And like I said, it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. And this may go well with a real strong, maybe a strong Mexican dish. Something very spicy to go with the chilies, maybe. Or maybe even pizza. I don't know if I'd want to have an 11% stout with pizza, but if that blows your hair back, by golly, do it. Meat is smoked meat, beef, game, and grilled meat. Glass bar is a pint, Becker Nonic tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass. Got my favorite glass again today. And here it says can be set up for long periods of time, guys. So I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So let's get the cap off and start pouring it. Nice little hiss. Nothing major. Appropriate amount of hiss. We're going to do this one just like we did the other ones. We're going to take it right down the center here, guys. Alright. Well, I'm getting a little bit of bourbon from this distance already. Very nice. Very, very nice. About a finger of head on that pour. Over to the light. It's just like the other two, guys. Very dark, rich black color here, and a little bit of ruby red light tinges around the thin part of the bottom of the glass here. Just like the other two. Let's get a nose on it. Definitely getting the bourbon like we did yesterday's. But the raspberry one we did the day before, the bourbon, the tartness and the sweetness of the raspberries was masking it when it was right out of the fridge. But yesterday's and today's, I'm getting that bourbon. Definitely on the nose, chocolate, caramel, toffee. Maybe a slight hint of the peppers, but the bourbon is overpowering that. I expect that to come into taste. Wonderful smelling beer, it really is. Well, it's time. My mouth is watering. Cheers. Appreciate it, Robbie. Thank you, my brother. Oh yeah. Nice chocolatey taste of this. A little bit of the peppers on the back end there. So nice. Now a lot of people don't like peppers in their beers or chilies in their beer. I do occasionally. Wouldn't want to drink this every day, but I do like it occasionally. I like a nice little bit of heat on the back end. Like I said, probably wouldn't want to drink more than one of these at a time too. But it's not burning or anything, just enough heat on the back of the tongue to let you know that there's a little bit of chilies been brewed with this beer. The roasted malt, the bittersweet chocolate, the bourbon, and a little bit of heat on the back of the palate from the chilies. That's what I'm getting right now, right out of the fridge, guys. So let's let her have a sip or two or three and sip on this one for a little bit, and then we'll come back and see where this one ends up, guys. But right now, it's just as impressive as the other two have been. Just about anything you can do with the dragon's milk, it's probably going to be a good thing. And I like the different variations these brewers do with their beers like this, especially New Holland. Especially different bourbon barrel aged stuff, and they're doing this and that, and they're all bourbon barrels, but the raspberries and chilies and all that's it's nice for the brewers to go out of the box and say, well, let's try this, let's do this, or let's try that and do this. And a lot of them do, so they'll put them in bourbon barrels, they'll put them in a rum barrel, or they'll put them in a wine barrel, or they'll put them in. It's escaping me. Maybe they'll put it in a vodka barrel. I don't know what that would lend to it or not, but you want something that's going to lend some taste to it. And vodkas, I don't think that would work too well. Nah, cross that out. No vodka barrels. I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug and rate on this one. Hey guys, I'm back. Got just a little left. Been sipping on it about 35-40 minutes or so. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. Just as tasty as the other two that we've done from them. I really like when these brewers do the bourbon barrel aged version of these and change it up a little bit for each one of them. And the peppers in this are definitely there in the taste. Very nice warming on the back of the palate and down through. Now that I've been sipping on it, very much there. Very much there. Probably one of the better chili beers, especially in a bourbon barrel stout. A lot of the chili beers are not bourbon barrel aged, and some of them are not even stouts. I am getting it on the nose now that it's warmed up to room temperature. A nice spiciness to it. I like this a lot. A whole lot, guys. This is really, really tasty. I told you before I probably wouldn't want to drink more than one of these at a time and wouldn't want to drink it every day, but I could probably drink this for the final beer of the evening for several days in a row. It's pretty damn tasty. It's I don't know what Robbie paid for this. Like I said, I haven't seen this these versions of it here. I do get New Holland's beer, especially the Mad Hatter beers that are available here, but I haven't. And the Dragon's Milk, so I have them here, but I haven't seen these bourbon barrel varieties that he has sent me here. So very, very tasty. And those guys are out of Holland, Michigan. That's how they get New Holland. Final chug. Oh, that smells good. The bourbon, the roasted malt, the chocolate, the chilies. That's delicious, guys. That's delicious. That is definitely an A beer. It's a 9 out of 10 for me on this one, guys. If you told me, oh, you're crazy, it's a 10 beer, I wouldn't argue with that. I would not. They've got the vintage on the back, they've got the bottled on date on the side here, they've got the ABV written on it. Don't have the IBUs on it. I would like to see that, but it is a damn tasty beer, guys. Very impressive. I can't wait to get to tomorrow's beer, that 14%er that's in there. It's a triple mash stout. So come on back tomorrow. We're going to take a look at that one. If I was putting a numeric rating on this one, guys, it would probably be a 97 or a 98. It's pretty damn tasty. It's so close to the 10, it's kicking the door down. Nice. Very nice. Thanks, Robbie. I do appreciate it, brother. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 85 in the very good range. It's much better than that. It's at least 12 points better than that, in my opinion, guys. Very nice. But maybe some of these guys don't like chili beers. I have no idea why they give such a low rating. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 94, but 45 in the style. Man. The 94 is even a little bit low to me. The bourbon is there. It tells you what the beer is. It's a bourbon barrel stout with chilies added, chili peppers. What are you expecting? You're going to get the roasted malt. You're going to get maybe a little caramel, a little toffee. You're going to get some bittersweet chocolate. Maybe you might taste a little bit of dark fruit in there. And you're going to get the chilies. You're going to get a little bit of heat from the chilies. It's exactly what it says it is on the label. What do you want? What are you expecting? I think the bourbon qualities are there. I think the chocolate aspects are there. The chili aspects is definitely there. It's pretty damn tasty. I enjoyed it. It's very, very nice. Very, very nice beer. They're doing some good stuff there at New Holland. Very nice. I don't have anything else to say about this beer other than it's definitely worth picking up. If I do see it around here, I would probably buy this beer again just to cellar it and see what happens. Keep it in the fridge for 2 or 3, maybe even 5 years, and see if the chilies diminish or what exactly happens there, guys. So, like I said, I don't know how pricey these beers are or were to Robbie. And if they're in a 4-pack or a 6-pack, I would think these are 4-pack beers, being 11% on the 3 that we've done so far, and the 14% that's still left in there. It costs a little bit more money to do a bourbon barrel beer, and it costs a little more money to brew an ABV beer of that magnitude. So you're going to pay a little bit more for that. You got to expect that. So very nice beer. I will pick it up if I do see it, just to cellar this and see how it changes over a couple of years. So if you've had this one from New Holland, this is their Dragon's Milk with toasted chilies. Very nice, very tasty. If you've had it, let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's go dig out that triple mash malt stout at 14% and finish up the series on the Dragon's Milk and see where that one ends up. I'm feeling it's going to be pretty damn tasty. It might even be a 10. Go on back then and we'll see you then.